Good evening, students. In the last class, we have discussed about the objective of production planning and control cell in an organization. We also discussed about the need and definition of production planning and control cell in an organization. We have seen that production planning and control cell is not only cell which is meant for an individual purpose, but it is the complete plan or a follow-up procedure to meet the proposed plan. A proposer in the form of procedure to employ right resources at right time and right place. And the objective is, the basic objective of PPC cell is to find out the answers of these three. How to procure the resources, from where to procure the resource, and when to schedule the production as well as delivery to the customers. Now, moving ahead, in this particular lecture, we'll discuss about the different phases of PPC cell as well as functions of PPC cell in an organization. First, as I told you, we'll see about the phases of production planning and control in an organization. The first phase, as the name suggests itself, is the first P, that is production phase. Prior to production in any department, planning is necessarily required. And so we can divide the phases as planning phase, second action phase, and third control phase. These are the three phases: planning phase, action phase, and control phase. Basically, when we talk about planning phase, planning, as I told you earlier, that before, planning for what? Planning to arrange the resources, planning to develop the product, planning to design the product, forecast the demand of a product within the market, aggregate planning, preparing a master schedule, material resource planning. All these kinds of operations are comes under the category that may call as prior planning. Prior planning, we can understood it as on paper or a basic idea behind what we want to do in future. The planning phase can be subdivided as pre-planning phase or prior planning phase, as well as active planning phase. Active planning phase. When we talk about pre-planning phase consists of number of activities. As I told you, it is about the planning of product development. It is about the production design. Another one, the forecasting. First and foremost important thing, forecasting the demand. Aggregate planning, master scheduling, and MRP, material resource planning, to prepare master schedule for the future activities. Whereas when we talk about active planning in this phase, different type of activities like process planning means to plan about the process, means in between what types of machines will be required, what types of tools and equipments will be required. Routing, that is to select a particular route of the material flow within the plant. Materials planning. Materials planning consists of the planning about to procure the material from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 suppliers, developing those suppliers. If some product is not manufactured by the concern, but they are buying it or outsource it from the other source, then to identify the vendor, to select that, and to fix the price of the material or the subpart also comes with the material planning. Further, tool planning, the tool which are used to process the material, loading and scheduling, scheduling about how to produce, well, what, what to produce, how much to produce, number of shifts, number of employees, all the things comes under this active planning phase. So this is the first phase, planning phase. Another phase is action phase, in which after plan these things, the above activities, after planning these above activities like prior planning as well as active planning, now in this phase actual production takes place, and after producing the things goes through the inspection and later on dispatching. Another important phase of production planning and control is the control phase itself. Control is an essential activity during the planning because of the fact that nothing is ideal in the production world. Day to day scenario, number of problems arises. In spite of all such planning and actions, some things, some problems arises. They may arise continuously as well as randomly. However, arises of continuous problem is not good for the health of the organization. And if continuously problems are occurring, then it's a matter of subject to think that whether the planning, where the planning goes fails. However, irregular way to come to arise the problems may, may many, like absence of workers, like unavailability of raw material, unavailability of tool, breakdown of machine on the shop floor, or fuel related issues, unionship within the plant, and many more. So In order to meet the production requirement, control phase is also essentially required. This controlling can be done by two ways. First is on paper, that is in the form of progress reporting, whether the given target provided by the PPC cell are achieved or not. Those data should be processed on the regular basis in the form of data processing. And after processing the data, if the corrective actions are needed, then corrective actions should also be taken by the management. And on the basis of the corrective action, again, the exercise is continued related to expediting, or we can say replanning. This is nothing but the control phase, and activities comes under the control phase. So altogether we can say that these are the number of activities, these are the number of phases through which an organization have to go during the production and processing the goods. Further, another important thing comes into the picture, that is the function of production planning and controls. However, we can see from these phases that all these activities are performed by number of executives, and their basic function are as same as these phases, that is planning, action, as well as control. We can divide the functions of production planning and control cell into three heads. Roughly, we can say first one, first and foremost function is the prior planning. Once the planning, once the prior planning part is complete, then second one is active planning, that is also carried out by the EPC cell. And after performing those activities, those functions, the third and foremost important phase is function is the control. So we can write the function of PPC as planning, that may be pre as well as active, and third one is control. Pre-planning function, and active planning function, or active planning function. Now, pre-planning is a micro level planning and deals with the analysis of data, and is an outline of the planning policy based on the forecasted demand, market analysis, and product design. Also, this stage is concerned with the process design, that is new process and development, of equipment policies and the placement of workflow, etc. The pre-planning function of the PPC is concerned with the decision making with respect to the methods, the machines, and workflow with the respect of availability, scope, and capacity, etc. When we talk about the planning phase, the planning as a function of PPC cell, then the planning function starts once the task to be accomplished is specified. I am repeating it again. When the analysis part is over, when the analysis part is over and functioning, and the after the analysis, it is confirmed that what we have to do, then actually the resources, the arrangement of resources, analysis of resources, machine, such as machine, material, method, manpower, all these analysis comes into the category of planning function, active planning function, we can say. This is followed by the process planning, that is routing. Earlier, we have mentioned the function as routing. Both short-term as well as long-term planning are considered. Standardization, simplification of products and process are to be given due consideration within this phase. At the end, when we talk about control function, control phase is effectively affected by dispatching, inspection, and expediting. The material control, analysis of work in process. Finally, evaluation makes the PPC cycle complete, and corrective actions are taken through a feedback from the analysis. A good communication and feedback system is essential to enhance the ensure effectiveness of PPC. Thank you, students.